Good afternoon, students. I will continue our previous class. In our previous class, we started the functions. Okay, just we'll go through the continuation to the functions and different types of ways to write the function and different types of parameters that are used in the Python while using the functions. Okay, functions main advantage is it reduces the repetition of the code and it increases the clarity of the program and it improves the error prone programming, and functions is also a very good habit of writing a program. Okay, whenever you are writing any program with the using of a functions, okay, then your program is treated as a very good programming style. Okay, so that we'll go through the functions in detail. uh, Functions in the Python are treated as the objects. Okay, so you can as same as your normal variable, we can also use the function as a parameter or as a variable to assign to another variable, or you can write the one function in the another functions also. So these all we can do as same as the normal variable. Okay, uh, here we have two examples of the functions. Okay, one is here we are going to see that how to assign a function to a variable. That is how can we assign a one function to a variable. So here we have a function is the display function and with one argument st, return hi message and st. Okay, that is we are concatenating the st to the hi message. So we will get the output as hi and whatever the string that is available in the st, that. Okay, now here we are calling the function display of CSC. CSC is the value for the ST variable. So you will get the output as hi ST. Okay, this we are assigning to the X. Okay, so that is display of CSC. The result of the display function is assigned to the X variable. So whenever you print the X variable value, it prints a hi CSC. Okay, so this is assigning the one function value to another variable. So this is whenever you are returning a values from the function, then only we can assign the function value to a variable. Okay. So and here this is the example to define a function in the another function. Okay, that is you want to we want to write a nested function. Okay. So the here we have a display is the outer function and message is the inner function, that is a nested function, and the message function returns the value is the how are you. Okay, this message is returned by the message function, and in the outer function we are writing a code is res equal to message function. Here we are calling the message function plus st, that is the st value which is passed to the display function. Okay, message function result is how are you, and st variable value is concatenated to that, and that is assigned to the res variable, and that is returned from the display function. So now whenever you call the display function, it creates a message function also, and then it executes the statement res equal to message plus st. So it calls the message function and gets the value from the message function, and that is concatenated to your st variable value, and that is returned as a result of the display function. So by the display of CSE, you'll get the output as how are you message from the message function, and CSE is the ST variable value. So you'll get a output as how are you CSE. Okay. So print X is you'll get the value of that. Okay. So next, uh, here it is. We are passing a function as a parameter to the another function. So we can pass a one function as a parameter to the another function, the like a variable to a another function. Okay. So here also we have one display function with the parameter is f, and here we have a code is return hi plus f variable value, and there is another function message, and here it returns the value how are you. Okay, here these two are the two different functions. Display is a one function and message is another function. Okay, now display of message function. that is here I am calling the display function and I am passing the message function as a parameter. So this message function is stored in the variable f and that is concatenated to the hi function. So here it calls the message function and the result of the message function is passed to the your display function. So here whenever you are specifying like display of message function, that is whenever you are giving a round braces to the function, then it executes the function. Okay, message function is executed here and the result of the message function is sent to the your display function. Okay, so that you'll get the return the value how are you, that is returned by the message function, and that how are you is sent to the f variable and you'll get the output as hi of how are you. Okay, so you'll get a result as hi how are you. Okay, so here we are passing a function as a parameter. Okay, so this is a it executes the function. If you are giving a round braces, it executes the function while passing it as a parameter. Okay, next one is how function can return the another function. Okay, return the another function. Okay, so here check this. We have a function display. Okay, display function, and within that we have a inner function is message, and message function returns the how are you message, and after this completion of the message function, I'm returning a message. Okay, return message. Here we are not placing the round braces. Okay, here the meaning is message is passed as a variable to the passed as a object to the calling of the or display function, but it doesn't calls here. Okay, here the function is not invoked. Okay, only the function name is returned from the display function. Okay, so for only the function name is returned from here. So whenever you call the display function, it returns the message function name. Okay, that name is stored in the fun variable. Okay, so print fun. Here you are giving a round braces. That is nothing but now here the function is invoked. So that the message function is invoked here. Okay, it doesn't be called here. It is only invoked at the time of you are giving a function name and round braces. Okay, then only it is invoked. So you'll get the message as how are you. Output of this calling is how are you. Okay, you can get the difference of these two. Here display function message of we are giving a round braces, so that here it calls the function and the result of the function is sent as a parameter. But here it is returning a function name, so it returns the function name and in the outside of the function you are calling that particular function. Okay, so here these are the different ways we can use the functions as like a variables. Either you can call the function or you can return the function or you can pass the function as a parameter or you can write a one function in the another function. Okay, these all we can do within the Python. Okay, so next we'll go for the different types of parameters, passing of a parameters, different types of passing of parameters. Okay, this already we know in the C language. There are the two types of passing of parameters. Okay, one is the pass by value and another one is pass by reference. Okay, this is the same we have in the Python also. So the difference of these two is pass by value is, okay, here the name itself it says that pass by value is we are passing a value to a function. Okay, so we are just giving a variable. Okay, the variable value is passed to the function and there it stores that value into another variable. Okay, and in the pass by reference, okay, there we will send the reference of the variable, that is the address of the variable is sent to the function, and for that address it creates another variable or it can use the pointer variables to store point out that particular address. Okay, so first we'll see the pass by value. Okay, so it creates a copy of the variable value, it creates a copy of the value of our actual parameter and that is sent to the your function, and the value is stored into the formal parameters. Okay, the parameter which is used in the calling of the function is called as the actual parameters, and the parameters which are used in the function declaration are called as the formal parameters. So actual parameter value, if it is copied to the formal parameter, then that is called as the pass by value. Okay. So and after copying this value, if you are doing any changes in the function, okay, if you are doing any modifications or changes in the changes to the parameters, formal parameters of the function, okay, it doesn't be reflected. Okay, those will not be reflected to outside of the function. Okay, that is, those will not be reflected to the actual parameters of the function. Okay, so here the modifications are done for the formal parameters. Okay, these formal parameters modifications are not reflected to the actual parameters of the function. Okay, this is the main difference of the pass by value and pass by reference. Okay, so here also we are taking an example. Like say outside the function we created a variable and assigned with the value 10. Okay, and this we will pass to the our function and see how it can be changed or not. Here it is a function is modify of x. Okay, for the x we are setting a value as 10. Here I again assign the value as 15. That is nothing but the value 10 is modified and 15 is assigned in the x variable. Okay, generally will be treat like this x is similar to the x which we have passed to this function. Okay, but here in the pass by value we have the two copies of the x variable. Okay, which is in the outside the function is a one x variable, and within the function we have another x variable. Okay, so for this x variable you have the value 10, and for this x variable you have the value 15. Okay, initially this 10 value is copied to this. Okay, so that initially this x value is the 10, but once after entering into the function you change the value as the 15. Okay, now within the function, okay, your x value is the 15. So you'll get the output as inside x value as the 15, and id of x is address of the x. You can get the address of the variable using a id function. Okay, and outside of the function, here we have a x variable and its value is 10, and we are passing that x variable to the modify function. So it copies the 10 value to the variable x variable of the modify function. Okay, so and this is only the copying of the value to the function, but it doesn't sends the variable to the function. It just sends the value to the function. So once after executing this function, okay, the variable is deleted from after the execution of this function. Okay, after executing this modify function, the x variable is removed from the memory. Okay, so that whenever you come outside of the function, this is the only the x variable you have. There is no other copy of x variable. So whenever it is printing outside the function the x variable value, it considers only this x variable, so that you'll get the value as 10, and there is a different address for the id of x. So you can check the output. So inside the function, the x variable value is 15 and address is this. Okay, and outside x value is 10 and this is the address. These two are the different addresses. Okay, even the name is the same but addresses are the different, so that you can understand that pass by value is nothing but creating two variables with the same names, okay, at different addresses. So one variable cannot modify the another variable. Okay, this is the pass by value, and pass by value is this. Okay, here we have the two variables. X is one variable in the modify function and another variable outside the function. And pass by reference is, okay, here we have the two variables with the same names but with the same addresses also. So once you are sending a value to a function, okay, it creates another name, or same name can be used for the variable. So you have the same addresses for the